Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Before watching this video, let me introduce myself. My name is Amriza Mufidah, usually called Amriza or Riza. I am a student from the Faculty of Economic Accounting Study Program, Sultan Agung Islamic University, Semarang. I made this video to fulfill my final assignment in English, which was taught by Mr. Atia Mahmud Hana. In this video, I want to present a journal article that I have analyzed. The title of the journal article that I analyzed was Accounting in View Islam, written by Zakaria Batubara from Sharia College of Bengkalis, Bengkalis Sharia College of Economic. Okay, I want to tell about English resumer. Date, month and year of manufacture, June 2019. Publishing year 2019. Journal name Sharia Accounting Journal. Author Zakaria Batubara. Title Accounting in Islamic View. Author Institution Bengkalis Sharia College of Economics. Abstract. This paper discusses accounting in Islamic perspective, which consists of an introduction, accounting in Islamic history, accounting in Islam, problem faced in the application of Islamic accounting, and conclusion. The phenomenon of the failure of conventional accounting to meet public demand for correct, honest, and fair financial information, increasing awareness among Muslim intellectuals of the need for Islamic accounting knowledge based on the principle of truth, justice, and transparency is very urgent to do. It turns out that Islam through the Quran has outlined that the accounting concept that must be followed by transaction actor and financial report makers is to emphasize the concept of accountability, as emphasized in the letter Al-Baqarah Quran, Al-Baqarah verse 282. Keyword: accounting and Al-Muhasabah Islam. Preliminary. Islamic accounting emerged in line with the emergence of an Islamic economic, trade, and banking system. The capitalist system was built with concepts and philosophy that were different from Islam and gave birth to capitalist accounting. If this capitalist accounting concept is applied to institutions or transactions that are philosophically and conceptually different from Islamic concept and philosophy, there will be value inconsistency, which will eventually lead to inconsistencies in perceptions and behavior. Therefore, Islamic accounting thought emerged. The emergence of Islamic accounting is driven by various things such as 1. Increased religiosity or religious community. 2. Increased demands for ethics and social responsibility that have been ignored by conventional accounting. Number 3. The slower conventional accounting anticipates the demand of society, especially regarding the emphasis on justice, truth, and honesty. The rest of Muslim, especially educated people, will feel. Number 4. The rest of Muslim, especially educated people, will feel the shortcoming contained in Western capitalism. Number 5. The development or anatomy of the accounting discipline itself. Number 6. The need for an accounting system in Islamic business institutions such as bank, insurance, capital market, trading, and other. Number 7. The growing need for zakat calculation norms by using an established accounting norm as the basis for calculation. Number 8. the need for recording accountability and supervision of people assets, for example in Baitul Mal, or wealth belonging to Muslim or their organization. Discussion. I want to tell this question. First, counting in Islamic history. According to Iwan Triwiono as quote by Harahap 1997 144 explained that the finding regarding recording with the Pirate book system, which is the basic building of modern accounting, cannot be spared from the development of arithmetic science, which is developed from the algebra equation, a science resulting from the ijtihad of well-known Muslim thinker, namely algebra, arithmetic, and the discovery of zero by Al-Khwarizmi logarithm in the 9th century AD. He wrote about algebra, al-Mughabalah, or better known as algebra or algebra, which has become the basis of accounting similarities in terms of culture. The Arab at that time already had a fairly advanced administration, bookkeeping practice, had used general ledgers, general journal, cash book, periodic report, and book closing. The officer who carried out the recording and inspection as well as keeping the record was called the Diwan or Dewan. The initial term in bookkeeping at the time was known as jaridah, or developed into a term in the English journal which literally means news. Discussion 2 is accounting or al-muhasabah in Islam. In this accounting issue, we can do research with whether this accounting issue is really a new problem for Muslim or not. I have a pictures about ijtihad process in Islamic accounting in your concept. Answer yes. We start to 0, and then answer not is easy. Based on the description above, it is clear that Islamic Sharia gives great attention to the problem of reckoning. Hisab is one of the process of calculation carried during human life in the world by Allah. Therefore, every human being in his life must always be in a state of truth, honesty, and high commitment to the promise that have been made to God. This part of Islamic human behavior in connection with this Mahdi 1997 said that Islamic behavior is behavior whose perpetrators always feel the presence of supervision by Allah, both in hidden and visible circumstance, and always to self-muhasabah or counting or evaluation against the Muslim and against other, and the best way of da'wah to Islam. Discussion 3 is some thinking theory and concept of Islamic accounting. There are the hypothesis that Islam has Sharia which is obeyed by all its people, so it is only natural that the people have financial and accounting institution. They are in accordance with religion foundation. Argue that Islamic accounting must exist using a method of comparison between the concept of Islamic law that are relevant to accounting and the characteristic of contemporary accounting itself, and also the emphasis on the aspect of responsibility and the aspect of decision making is different. Hamid et al. 208 quote Harahap 1992 suggests two things. 1. Islam as a religion that has special rules in the financial economic system. For example, the free interest banking system, and definitionally requires a special accounting theory that can accommodate the Sharia provision. 2. If various studies have concluded that aspects of local culture or national boundaries greatly influence the development of accounting, then Islam as a religion that transnational boundaries should not be ignored. Islam can encourage internationalization and humanization of accounting. And then Muhammad Akram Khan, quote by Harahap 19 and 92. Formulate the nature of Islamic accounting as follows. 1. Determination of direct profit and loss. 2. Promote and assess leadership efficiency. 3. Compliance with Sharia law. 4. Attachment to justice. 5. Report well. 6. Change in accounting practice. Hamid suggests from a macro view the objective of Islamic accounting are: number 1. It is the basis for calculating zakat. 2. Provide a basis for sharing, welfare distribution, and disclosure of event and value. 3. To ensure that the business carried out by the company is Islamic and the result profit obtained do not harm to community. Triwiono 19 and 97. 34. State that the purpose of Sharia accounting is the creation of a civilization with humanist, transcendental, and teleological insight. The characteristic of Islamic accounting, according to him, are: number 1. Using ethical value as the basis for using accounting. Number 2. Provide direction to stimulate the emergence of ethical behavior. Number 3. Be fair to all parties. Number 4. Balancing egoistic with altruistic nature. Number 5. Have a concern for the environment. According to the author of The Development of Islamic Accounting, the values of truth, honesty, and justice must be actualized in accounting practice. Broadly speaking, how truth values shape Islamic accounting can be explained. 1. Muslim accountant must believe that Islam is a way of life. Surah 3 verse 85. 2. Accountant must have good character, be honest, fair, and truthworthy. Quran Surah An-Nisa verse 135. Number 3. Accountants are responsible for reporting all transactions that occur or muamalah correctly, honestly, and thoroughly in accordance with Islamic Sharia. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah verse 7 and 8. In the valuation of asset, the market price or cost price can be used. The accuracy of the assessment must be witnessed by a competent and independent party. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah verse 2082. 5. Generally accepted accounting standard can be implemented as long as they do not conflict with Islamic Sharia. Number 6. Transactions that are not in accordance with Sharia provision must be avoided, because every business activity must be judged as halal or haram. Economic factors are not the sole reason to determine the continuity of business activities. Baydon and Willett revealed the difference in the characteristic of conventional accounting with Islamic accounting. We can see in the table below. I have a table. Difference between conventional accounting characters and Sharia accounting. System character is accounting system. Conventional accounting rationalist economy. Sharia accounting system monotheism or unity of God. System characteristic principle. Conventional accounting secular individualist maximizing profit, survival of the fittest, emphasis on process or mechanic. Sharia accounting system, Sharia ummah interest reasonable profit equation rahmatan lil alamin. System characteristic criteria. Conventional accounting based on the trade law of modern capitalist society rather than ethic. Very limited information presentation. Information addressed to or responsibility to the owner. Sharia accounting system based on ethic sourced from the law of the Quran and Hadith, full disclosure to meet the needs or financial information in accordance with Sharia and meet the needs or Islamic finance report user, accountability to the people or wider community, especially in utilizing research. The recording and reporting system refers to the 2003 Indonesian Sharia Banking Accounting Guidelines published by IAI and the BI Sharia Banking Bureau. In conventional banks, accounting and presentation of financial statements are oriented to the interests of shareholder, and the concept of social responsibility and justice are not known. Problem faced in application Islamic accounting. According to the author, the problem faced in the application of Islamic accounting are 1. Implementation of the accrual basic system in the financial statements stipulated by PSAK 101 of 2009 because it will be difficult to record for mudharabah and musyarakah financing considering the amount of income to be obtained cannot be ascertained. 2. Lack of human resource on understanding the application of Islamic accounting concept itself. 3. In the income statement, there is a tax and zakat burden, this making the net profit deduction factor large. Tax deduction should not only be imposed on zakat, because zakat is the same as tax in the Islamic system. Closing. The teaching of Islam are not only limited to the personal relationship between an individual and his creator, but also include the relationship between human beings and even the relationship between human and other creatures, including nature and environment. Before we study Islamic accounting, is the concept of Islamic accounting a foreign concept in the economic history of Muslim? We need to answer this question because it will determine the formulation of Islamic accounting in the future. In terms of culture, the Arab at that time already had a fairly advanced administration. Bookkeeping practice had used general ledgers, general journal, cash book, periodic report, and book closing. In the development of ijtihad on Islamic accounting, we need to identify existing accounting and those that are not accordance with Islamic law. We discard, and besides that we are allowed to add, create, develop, and other. Okay, I want advantage for the journal article. In my opinion, journal article in terms of article writing is very informative because this article describes accounting from an Islamic perspective. This article is very comfortable to read because it uses words that are easy to understand and may benefit for readers after they read this article. And then weakness in my opinion, the weakness in this article is that there is no update of the article and there is no conclusion, only closure. Okay. So many of my videos about journal article entitled Accounting in the View of Islam. Hope is useful. Bye-bye. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.